So Ben Franklin, pretty fly dude. You know, Key and the Kite. You see it, right? Guy's an absolute legend. Yet still, many seem tragically underinformed of the sheer audacious insanity of the American dream
adventure quest
that was this man's entire life. Unless you're from the man's hometown, most of what you probably learned about the Big B is from the classroom, where some tragically underpaid public servant was probs all like, "This is Ben Franklin. He was a founding father. He discovered that electricity was the same thing as lightning, and he helped draft the Declaration of Independence." Full stop. Yeah, I'm bored too. So move over, prof. Because y'all are about to get educated. And like, I'm gonna try and be brief, but summarizing this guy's life is like trying to pick out the best parts of my friend Nikki's magic cookie bars. And that's impossible. Why would you? Why? No. But for the sake of your edutainment, I'm gonna give it a shot. January 17th.
1706.
Dude pops out ready to kick ass and take numbers. Goes swimming and is like, this swimming thing could use an upgrade. Brain blast. Wood paddles. Now he's speeding past all the other cool swimming kids. Guy got really into reading, which was like the only internet they had back then. And this makes him super informed for his age, which probably annoyed some people. So fast forward to 15, his dad's all like, "And I'm saving you for the church. You're going to be a minister," or something. Ben wasn't really a fan of this idea, because after reading and becoming super informed, many of the convictions of his family's religious sect seemed, well, kind of backwards to him. And he'd already started to doubt many of the sect's religious teachings. See, Ben liked to question things, and he began to secretly hold the opinion that bad deeds weren't bad because they were forbidden by Scripture, but that they were initially forbidden by Scripture because they were bad for society, and vice versa for good deeds. In layman's terms, you don't need the threat of eternal damnation to want to help people and not be a total dick all the time. That seems pretty reasonable, right? No, said like everyone getting all aggro, because this is the 1700s, and people are like even more upset about that kind of thing than they are now. In recent memory, quote-unquote atheists were being crushed
to death
in the Boston area. I wish I were making this up. You may have heard of the Salem witch trials. Yeah, those Salem witch trials. Well, they ended just a little over a decade earlier. So in today's standards, that'd be like, what, 2010 or something? Even later if you're watching this video after its air date. So like early 1700s New England. Probably not the best time to be challenging Scripture. Ben don't care though. He's like, I'm gonna do me. And you know what? You go, Ben. Don't let anyone try and dull your sparkle. Alarmed by this, those around him thought it might be a smart move to give little Ben some literature refuting deism, a belief system about as close to atheism as you could get at the time. Because, you know, if you were an atheist. Yeah. These works quoted the beliefs and arguments of many prominent deist thinkers at length, in order to supposedly show how completely these arguments got totally owned by simple Puritan counterpoints. But again, little Ben, being, say it with me, super informed, found many of the deist points to be very well made, and many of the Puritan counter-arguments to be super informed, and strongly resolved from then on to be a thorough deist for the rest of his days. Ben goes to his dad and is all like, "Yo, Pops, could I, like, maybe not be a minister? I mean, you got, like, 14 other sons, right?" "No." "Please?" "No." "Please?" "No." "Please?" "No." "Please?" "No." "Please?" "No." "Come on." "No." "Please." Like, seriously, please? "No." "Please?"
No.
"Come on. Please? You know you wanna." "Okay." His dad eventually relented, likely fearing that if he didn't, Ben, being such a rebel, would eventually just run away and join the crew of his ship anyway. So the little dude sent off to apprentice under his brother, who's like an established printer and newspaper owner in Boston. So Ben's in Boston, working for his brother James, and on the whole, Ben and James's political and worldviews are actually pretty similar, so things go fairly well at first.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
As a part of being an apprentice, your boss is supposed to feed you. So one day, Ben goes to James and is all like, "Hey, big bro, you know the amount of money you spend on my food? Well, how about you give me less money than you pay to feed me, and I'll go buy my own food?" Big bro's all like, "Whatever, dude, knock yourself out." So Ben gets a smaller amount in cash, becomes vegetarian, pays even less to feed himself, and promptly reinvests the leftover cash to buy even more books, and proceeds to use said books to become even more
Educated.
So Ben's at this printing house, right? And every night James and his gang of counterculture influencer wannabes, nerds, like to sit around and read each other's writings, complimenting themselves constantly on just how freaking witty they are. Ben wants a piece of this self-congratulatory action. There's just one problem. Young Ben Franklin kinda sucks at writing. If you've written anything between the ages of 12 and 15 that you look back on, you know the kind we're talking about. Trash. Bummer, dude. But don't sweat it, little man. It's not like we can all be naturally talented at everything. Learning to accept certain limitations is a natural part of growing to become a mature adult. Growing as a human being comes from a loving acceptance of the aspects of our nature we cannot change ourselves.
What? Who says that? That's dumb. Those people are dumb. Hey, check this out.
Brain blast.
Self-training.
Level up.
Whoa, look at this kid. Little man straight up designs his own writing course. Using an English publication as a template, Ben attempts his own rewrites of the publication's articles days after reading them. This young champion compares the two versions to learn his own shortcomings and assimilates techniques for improvement. So after finally completing his own self-imposed course load, Ben notices that his writing has started to improve. So Ben starts writing his own stories, and he thinks they're actually pretty good. Like, maybe publishable good. So Ben asks his brother to consider some of his stories for the paper, and his brother laughs in his face. So Ben comforts himself with the fact that you can't always get what you want, and besides, he's only like 16, so it's how I might have started this sentence if it weren't for the fact that Ben was a lot less into self-pity than he was into sticking it to the man. Ben goes right ahead and writes his stories and opinion pieces anyway. But he disguises his handwriting and pretends to be a widowed woman from the countryside, writing under the anonymous pseudonym, Ms. Silence Dogood. And later in the night, he slips them under the front door of the printing house. Oh, crud. What's gonna happen next to little Ben? Is he gonna get caught? What's gonna happen? I don't know. Well, I do know, but you don't. If maybe there's another episode, and maybe you'll watch that, but maybe you'll also watch some of my other stuff, and if you like it, maybe you'll subscribe and hit the little bell icon, because apparently if you subscribe, it doesn't really do anything, but if you hit the little bell icon also, it does something. So anyway, yeah, this channel is called West on West. I do a lot of fun stuff on here. It's a new channel. It's, very new. No one has seen it yet. So maybe if you like it, you should share it and stuff. Yeah. Should we play the thing about the next episode? Play the little closeout thing? Yeah, let's do that. Next time on Ben Franklin, Total Baller. Dude, have you read this shit? Ben got bolder. People are literally going insane. James flips a turd. Silence Dogood is done. Kid's got a bounty on his head. Dude straight up leaves his brother in the only city he's ever known and goes on the run. This one gets it by a storm. And hold out for 30 hours without water or rest. I'm worried I feel like people don't need this super long ender, right? It's not.
I'm sure you're overthinking.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's gonna be too long. Like, ooh, like my channel. Look at that.
You should subscribe.
Whatever.